Well, being accepted as members of the International Criminal Court could boomerang against the Palestinians. That's the word from Middle East analyst Avi Issacharoff, who spoke to IBA's Bargo Dudkevich.
They will be accepted as members in the ICC, and I think that Ban Ki-moon himself said it at the beginning of April 1st. They will become members of the ICC. But this is very problematic for the PA because in a way, it puts them in danger from the fear of Israelis that will sue them in this court. I mean, all the time that you're not members of a court like this, like ICC, meaning you cannot be sued. But the minute that you join there, meaning that you are open to all kinds of charges against you from the Israeli side. So it's kind of a very delicate situation here for the Palestinians.
Okay, now last year Hamas and the Palestinian Authority signed a unity agreement, yet both sides seem to be operating independently for different goals. What's your take on the whole situation?
I think that the right word to describe this situation will be, in Arabic, kalam fadi, meaning everything is only talking and talking and talking. And now it's even not about talking because it's pretty obvious. No more reconciliation, nothing like that. Fatah is in the West Bank, Gaza is again in Hamas is in Gaza's hands. Hamas controls Gaza, and nothing is going to be changed. I just published today, a couple of hours ago, an article saying that Hamas is operating secret cells, not all of Hamas, but one official from Hamas, Fatih Hamad. He's operating secret cells against Fatah, using violence, using explosives in order to undermine the reconciliation between Hamas and Fatah. There's a very strong and dominant group inside Hamas that is against any kind of reconciliation with Fatah, versus another group that is saying, look, after what we've gone through in Gaza, with the war, with Egypt, with the fall of the Muslim Brotherhood, we need to reconsider our policy, we need to reconcile with the PA and with the Egyptians.
And tell me, what about Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas's position in the Palestinian street? I mean, there's been a lot of criticism against him. How is the situation now?
Abbas's situation is not good. It's not at its peak, especially in the West Bank, by the way. It is much better in Gaza Strip. In the West Bank, many people do not like what the Palestinian Authority is not doing, meaning there's no changes on the ground, there's no outcome for the efforts, for the diplomatic efforts, and this is why they criticize Abbas for being too dovish. They want him to become more hawkish, and these voices are being heard also from inside Fatah and the PLO.
Who would be an option if Abbas was to step down?
That's a very tricky question, because I think that the alternative that we all know of is in jail, meaning Marwan Barghouti. He's the number one Palestinian figure, the most popular one, but he's in the Israeli jail and is probably going to stay there. Now, I don't know what will happen if the Palestinians will decide to go to elections and to vote for Marwan Barghouti. That will put Israel under huge pressure to release Marwan Barghouti. Other than Marwan Barghouti, we have a couple of very known names that we all know of for decades. One of them is Jibril Rajoub, that might become the number 2 in Fatah in the next coming elections for Fatah Central Committee. And of course there's the external threat for Mahmoud Abbas, which is not the state of Israel, it's Mohammed Dahlan. For Abbas, I think if you compare Israel, Hamas, I think the biggest danger for him, the way that he sees it, of course, is Mohammed Dahlan.
A freight train derailed near the Binyamin railway station this morning, causing major disruptions